I'm Kendra Ruzak, managing editor of CGW Magazine. I'm here with Brice Michoud from Zeiss, and he's going to tell us about their new integration with NCAM technology and the SIGGRAPH scenario. Do you want to tell us what you have on
Yeah,
display here?
absolutely. So actually, it's not really, just sorry to correct, it's not an integration. This is actually a completely new product based actually on using some of the unique core technologies from NCAM regarding camera tracking. So NCAM has been like in the market for years ago already. And I mean, I'm one of the founders of NCAM Technologies. And we always, I mean, the product could do fantastic things, but it was quite difficult to operate and to configure, because it was initially made, I mean, I made it for myself on set, and I am a developer. I'm not an AC, I don't have the AC background. And well, actually, there's been a problem to actually get other people than us to use it properly on set and feel confident with it. And when was that? 1 year ago, we actually spent a bit of time with Zeiss talking about lens calibration and all that. And actually it became apparent that actually there is definitely something we could do together. So what you see today is actually the first step of that common product, that is a camera tracking technology that is capable of tracking natural features. So that means corners, edges in the environment. That is as well capable of tracking reflective markers. So you can see some of them are being there. So let's say you're outdoor, obviously there will be natural features everywhere. But if you're indoor on a green screen, obviously you don't want to have any marks on your green screen. So in this case, we can add some of those marks in the scene, or we are as well compatible with virtual markers being displayed on LED walls, for example. So this is really about the camera tracking technology itself. But as I said, actually a camera tracking technology is really useful if people are able to use it from scratch. So we redesigned the UX. So that was actually 1 year ago. We spent a few days in Oberkochen, so the headquarters of Zeiss, just restarting the user journey again. Okay, where do we have to start? What would an operator do? When do they want to calibrate lenses? When are they going to have access to everything? So that's what we used as a base for this new UI. So you can take a look at the UI, how it is done right now. So this is a web-based interface. So what that means is you can access it from actually any laptop, computer, tablet. You don't need to actually plug in a monitor and a keyboard to your system. And we completely redesigned all the experience. So now it's actually an equipment management stage. So where you'll be, let's say you're renting everything, okay? Usually in production, they will rent lenses, cameras. So they will go at the rental house. And actually there's a specific menu for that that will give you a very easy way to add new cameras, new lenses. And actually it's just a question of click to get your camera and lens configured. It usually takes, let's say, 1 minute. So we can go over to it later if you want to. So that's one of them. Second one is actually, great, I've prepared everything. I need to be able to get my tracking being set up. So this is the UI in this case. So I've prepared one that is using natural features, okay, here. And the system is telling you actually the state of everything, what is the status of the tracking. You'll see actually if you, the live feed from the main camera, you'll see the features we're using right now. So if I'm moving, you'll see actually those features being mapped at the same time, okay? Cool. So all of that has been made to be actually, you can change parameters on set, you can actually restart it, you can change the lens, for example, so you see all the list of lenses you prepped available. So actually, if the team is plugging a CP3 instead of the compact zoom we're having right now, you just a click of a button and you're having a really accurate tracking and a really accurate lens calibration together. So actually, we've been talking about camera tracking live, okay? Live application. You would use it, for example, live visualization. So this is a very simple example. We're not here to sell a render engine, okay? We're just showing here data integration with an Unreal Engine, in this case, 5.3. But it's like any camera and lens. It's great to be able to use it live to visualize things, but it's even better if you can record the feed, so you can actually edit it and all this. So this is exactly the same idea we've implemented here. So it's called Wrangler. So that's the third actually step. That is, I can as well decide to record my current tracking. So all the metadata during the movement. So let me start it, okay. For example, all the metadata, okay, is now being recorded in the system. So It's like a video village, but really for metadata. I stop it, and then I can immediately go on to the next one, and etc. Cool. So all that data now contains position, orientation, lens parameters. So it will be the position of the gears, for example. It will be even more than that, because as we have access to all the data from manufacturer, we're having the focal length, but the real focal length. We're having like the nodal point. We're having UV maps for distortion and distortion. We can have so many things that you don't have to calibrate before. And that's not the end of the journey. Why? Because actually, great, we recorded data, but the missing part of the puzzle is how do you use the data easily? We've been, as NCAM, recording data for 10 years, like FBX, but people had huge troubles to use it because it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. There is no uniform pipelines to do that. So this is actually something I will not be able to show you the tool because it is a command line only, but I can show you the result of this tool. So the data I recorded, okay, I'm going to show you actually the usage of this data, okay. So this is a test we've done in our London office. So you can see still called NCAM, we still have our headquarters there. And that is just to show you the raw recording, okay, of the tracking we've done. That has been composed using three software. So one is actually Blender for the rendering, and Natron as being it's a kind of free fork of Nuke. Okay, so let me show you the example. Okay. So this is a handheld shot, and it's been actually literally saved in Wrangler, exported format to Blender because we're having actually types of templates to say, oh, I want to save it for Blender, and rendered in Blender, composited in Natron, and this has been untouched. This is the raw output. There's been no manual correction of the tracking, no manual correction of the lens data at all. So that really gives you the idea of the value generation we can do at the end, because then you're having a technology that you use on set to capture metadata to speed up the post-production process as well. That's really what we're trying to build here, is a tool really to help VFX productions, really to optimize actually time spent in post-process.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Bruce. We really appreciate you taking the time to tell us all about the new SIGGRAPH scenario system.
Of course.
Thanks
Thank you
again.
very much for your time. Thank you.